Hey everybody, happy Friday. Hope you're having an awesome day. I am having one of the best days that I've had in a year because guess what I did today? I got my very first COVID vaccine. I am so excited. It feels like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I am choosing to still practice vigilance around masking, hand washing, not gathering in large groups. And at the same time, I feel so excited and so relieved to have taken this big step. I'm so grateful to the many volunteers who were at this clinic, and I think it's inspired me to volunteer so that I can help other people have that same awesome experience. So anyway, that's my number one happiest thing of the day so far. And at the same time, not what I'm here to share with you today. I am sharing with you a lesson that I had last night on giving up or quitting as a form of self-care. So I'm gonna paint a picture for you. This is our spring break, and we didn't have any big plans because last year the rug got pulled out from under us when we had plans to go to Disneyland. So this year we decided we would play it low key. We would kind of take some sporadic days off, but we wouldn't go on a big trip. So last night we had planned a camp out in our backyard. So we live in the middle of the suburbs of Austin, Texas, like suburb, walkable. We can walk to restaurants, but definitely in the suburbs. And we set up a tent in our backyard. We got cots, we had an air mattress, and this is all in preparation for a real camping trip that we're taking in about a week and a half. And it was going to be very cold. It got down to 42 last night, I think. And so we knew it was going to be cold. We thought we were prepared. And then we finally got in our tent situated. I told bedtime stories, got the girls to sleep. And then we heard what sounded like a tiger, like foraging through the backyard. And I thought it was a raccoon or possums. And we soon learned that it was our back neighbor collecting all the brush that could ever exist in a backyard and burning it. So it was like the sweeping sound of like crunching brush, and then the popping sound of the brush being caught on fire in the middle of the suburb. So not what we were expecting at all. So that happened and kept us up for about an hour wondering like, what's going on? Is this ever gonna end? Is the fence gonna catch on fire? It didn't. And then we all fell asleep, and at about 12:45 in the morning, we realized that the air mattress the girls were sleeping on had a hole in it. So they were now like basically on the ground. It was very cold, 45 degrees at this point. We were all cold. One of the girls kicked the other one. They started fighting. Then there was crying. And then Augie and I said, girls, why don't we go inside? It's okay. And they were both like so taken aback by the idea that we could even go inside. And they said, no, we want to try this new experience. We can't go inside. We have to sleep outside the whole night or it doesn't count. And eventually I don't know, consoled them enough, comforted them enough, gave them enough confidence that we decided as a family that yes, we could go inside. We are in the backyard. There are beds inside. And this is a night. This was supposed to be a fun thing, and it wasn't fun anymore. And I sat in my bed or laid in my bed thinking about this and how both of my girls, almost 9 and 6, thought of this as failure, and failure as a bad thing. Like they didn't have this experience if it didn't last until 6 in the morning. And I realized that going in and making that decision to forego the whole night of camping, go inside to our beds where we were all going to be more comfortable, where the girls weren't sleeping on an air mattress with a hole in it, like that was a form of self-care. Making that decision, realizing that there was nothing to be gained, at least in my opinion, by staying outside and toughing that out, was a form of self-care. And that just got my brain going and going and going, and how we were taught to stay strong, tough it out, never quit, don't be a quitter. And at the same time, so much good can come from quitting something or giving up. I mean, when somebody quits smoking, like that's a decision to choose their health over something else. When somebody leaves a marriage that is not successful by their definition, or that is violent or abusive, that is a positive act. That is a decision for their own care. And what I realized in this camping escapade is that I don't really want to use the term giving up anymore, because last night I didn't give up on our camping trip. I didn't give up on sleeping outside. I made a decision to do something different. I made a decision to be comfortable. I made a decision to not have my family outside in 42 degrees when my girls had a Trolls and Disney princess sleeping bag that's rated for the comfort of a 68-degree home. So I don't view last night as giving up. I don't view it as quitting as a negative thing. I view it as making a decision to go inside and choose our comfort and our sanity over staying outside. So I invite you to consider that logic if you are really debating in your mind about whether to leave a situation or stay, in terms of putting a label on it as quitting or failure or giving up. Instead, think of it as making a decision, because that's what we're doing every single day. Whether we want to put a label on it or not, we are making decisions. We are giving our brain choices, and our brain loves choices. So this weekend, I leave you empowered to know that you are making choices, and you do not have to label those choices with anybody else's label. So I hope that that inspires you to make a decision that maybe you've been struggling with or not wanting to make. And remember that we make choices every single day. Getting out of bed this morning for me was a choice, and I'm so glad I did. I hope you have a wonderful weekend wherever you are. Follow me at This Empowered Mom on Instagram and Facebook, and reach out if you have any questions. I always love to hear from you. Have an awesome day and an awesome weekend. Bye.